All right, welcome back to another edition of Live from Red Hook here at the Funktion House, kicking off episode number 3. And we're actually welcoming back our guest tonight. We have the one and only DJ BeatBreaker.
Yes.
What's
Thank
up,
you
man?
guys for having me back.
Welcome back. This is, we haven't seen you in about 3 years almost.
Not
right?
Has it
yet.
been
Well,
3
you
years?
came on the
The
first
first
season.
season.
You came on the first season. This is the 4th season. So yeah,
Damn.
So
you've been
you-
traveling a lot, boy.
Yeah. It's
Been
been a
getting it
while.
in.
Damn. Yeah.
That's good, bro.
So how you doing, man? You look
Um,
great.
Thank you. Yes. Just
You
trying to
look great.
keep busy, man. You know. Just
I seen you just did a big party. Paris Hilton's birthday.
yes. She does her birthday every year at her house. So she does one in L.A. and then one in New York.
Did you do
And
both?
She told me this year she wants me in L.A. I didn't know she had one in L.A. She said AM used to do her parties
Yeah,
in L.A.
It's true.
And I was like, whoa, dope.
You need an opener. Holla.
So are you going to do the one in LA
Hopefully, yeah, next year.
next year?
But
Okay.
I've been doing hers for the past like 3-4 years in New York.
So New York was a big one this year. We heard you did a marathon set.
Yeah, the guest list was a lot bigger this year. She was more comfortable with people coming by, and damn, it was like 7 hours.
I see Madison was up there.
Yeah,
So how many people were there?
probably like 50 to 70,
Wow.
like all crammed in.
Yep.
It was a dope house party though.
Had to be a good vibe.
Oh yeah,
So it's in her house
Yeah.
here in New York.
yeah.
Wow.
Sound system was cranking. Overkill. You
It
said?
was a little overkill. The power kept going off.
Yeah, you can't
But
run.
we had to kill like 2 speakers on each side. So it was like 4 on each side.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
sure no sound complaints at that party.
Yeah, she said she paid everyone off. So
She probably sent everyone on vacation.
yeah,
She wrote a
right.
check. Noise complaint checks to everybody.
So you are keeping busy. I see that you're traveling a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really good. How do you stay up on time? Is it 4 a.m. that keeps everything together for you?
It's definitely a mix of both.
Yep.
It's a blessing being with 4 a.m. They've opened the door for me to like a lot of the states, like Chicago, Minneapolis. But I mean, it's also the artist that has to do the groundwork and still try to make those relationships and build those relationships that they put me into, so that I keep coming back.
So
you know?
so what goes in like so how do you so all right, you get hired to do a new club, and now you're in the club. How do you build those relationships and still DJ? Is it like after you're done, you're building these relationships? You're hanging out in the club, you drinking, like what's going on?
Yeah, it's before. You start with dinner, invite them to dinner, or they invite you. You build off that vibe of like friendship, and then in the club, maybe drinking with them, or they're in the booth. You know, it's tough when they're not there.
Yeah.
Then that's a whole nother situation. But if they're there, that's perfect. And then after the club, if they want to ever hang out, come out to like, if they're ever come to New York City, invite them out somewhere.
Yep.
You just keep building and just don't be mean to these people.
No.
They're paying you money,
Yeah.
A lot of these DJs just don't understand that. They're like, he's just paying me, so I won't even say hi to him. Like,
No,
I'll try to avoid him all night.
that's not the way to do
Yeah.
it.
So
So you have a lot of stuff coming up. You said you were going to Morocco.
Morocco next week, Morocco and Zurich for the weekend.
So it's basically you make these relationships and then you just keep going through the circuit, right? That's
Yeah.
what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Like you've been out to Morocco. Where are some of the other places that you've been hitting like on a regular basis?
Man, Asia is just my favorite. Tokyo, which
Yep.
just the best spot ever.
So you actually were out there at One Oak,
Yeah,
right?
I did One Oak like 3 or 4 times, and
I heard the place is amazing.
you've been there? Or
No, not yet.
Oh my god!
But I heard it's the best. It's the best One Oak.
Yeah. What's amazing is the first night that I was there, I was with Tyga, and then the next night it was Designer. So I just got spoiled.
So 2 nights in a row you
2
played.
nights in a row.
Yeah.
And then, but still, like I played again the next year, and the vibe was just still, just people love to dance out there, man.
Yeah.
They just love to vibe to the music.
We actually heard really great reviews about your sets down there.
Yes.
We heard that you played, we actually heard that you were one of the best DJs that have played One Oak in Tokyo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Nice.
And that's coming from the boss.
Mr. Sal, huh?
Yes.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
So obviously you must be doing something right, bro.
So
Yeah.
what else are you hitting when you're in Tokyo? Are you going to like Osaka and you going to play out in like Ghost and those places?
Yeah. I do Ghost, right?
Owl.
I stopped a little bit because the budget was a little low.
Yeah.
But shout out to them. I still love them, you know.
Yeah. I feel like it's like that in Asia, that they'll give you a nice amount of money at first
Yeah.
to get you there, and then they become really friendly with you, and then they're like,
yeah.
"Hey, could you do it for this price?" And
Yeah.
most people do it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But they're paying for your plane ticket. They're putting you up. It's not like you have to buy anything or pay for a room, anything like that.
Yeah. But still, you got to stick to your guns sometimes, you know. Like, you got to know your worth at the end of the day, because you don't want people taking advantage of you and doing it for pennies. And then the next year, they're going to ask for even less, then even less. And then you're just like, oh, I was the yes man.
Yeah. I mean, it happens to everyone. It really does.
Are you finding it harder and harder to get, what you feel you're worth in some of these venues when you're traveling overseas?
Especially, yes, with competition nowadays and all these other DJs undercutting themselves. Yeah, it's tough to be different because at the end of the day, we're all playing the same music in the nightclub, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe you should stop selling edits and just play your edits.
I really don't even think that's it anymore.
Really?
I think the number one thing is relationships now. That really gets your foot in the door and gets you paid more. If you build a relationship with these club managers and owners, and as an open format DJ,
Yeah.
that's what'll get you paid and more dates at the end of the day.
Well, it used to be that open format was, they were flying open format DJs all over the world.
because they needed someone special.
Yep.
But now everyone's playing the same thing. But they need you to play the same thing. If you start playing disco and stuff left field, they're like, what are you doing?
So what do you think the shelf life is for a open format DJ? I mean, do you think that there's a shelf life?
Man, I hate thinking about this stuff, but I'm looking to invest in stuff, like, because I've been doing this for many years, and man, people have been telling me all my life since I was 21, like traveling, that it's not gonna last forever, and there is a shelf life to open format DJing, and I'm always like, nah, this is gonna last forever. Like, I'm killing it right now. Stop killing my vibe. Like, I'm traveling, bro. But it does slow down, because open format, you're kind of doing the same thing over and over. And
But are you still true open format, or are you just playing hip hop in the club?
open format, everything,
You're playing 80s records.
Yeah.
And people are connecting with these records because
Some spots I'll play 80s and go left field. but
overseas.
yeah,
overseas you can get away with
a
that.
a lot overseas.
Because like in New York, there's no open format. I don't know one open
maybe
format
Dancing
party.
Queen, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I don't know any open format party.
But yeah,
There's actually I'm wrong. There are parties starting.
There
up.
are.
There's like Wednesday. There was a Wednesday party going on at Catch for a little while that was popping up with,
Yeah.
with like an open format. There's the 205 Club. I heard is like an open format type of venue. So it's cool. They're still keeping some parties
shout
alive.
out to those guys that try to at least keep it alive.
Yeah, but are they making?
But are they making real money?
Yeah, that's until they don't. If they're seeing dollars, that's one thing. If not, then it's just gonna switch up. Like they're just gonna have to do it.
So if you're not doing, I guess, extra things as a DJ artist, if a DJ is approaching, say, 45 years old and they're not, they may have been crushing the open format game for a long time, but they're not putting out records, they're not doing anything to build their brand equity.
You're done.
Yeah.
How else are you gonna keep it alive? Keep your name going?
Because I guess, are the 20-year-olds going to want to be in a club with a DJ that's 45 years old?
I mean, not even that. You could look 20 years old, but if you're not consistently advertising yourself, marketing yourself, doing new photo shoots, get with the times. A lot of these guys are like, I'm not doing a photo shoot, I'm not doing a video. Like, that's so cheesy and that's so corny. And they make fun of people on Facebook for doing these photo shoots, but it's just what it is nowadays.
I think it's hysterical, though.
The people making fun of?
No, I just think.
Or
that
you're the one making fun
no,
of it.
I'm not making fun of nobody. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess it's hard to grasp that when you just see like what people have to do to make themselves relevant.
I mean, look, and you've put up these pictures before, but there's only so many airport pictures that you could put up in 1 month. You know what I mean? Like with the runway in the background and the Gucci bag.
Yeah.
Like, there's only so much.
You got to switch it up.
Yes.
It can't be a whole like 8 rows of I'm in the airport.
Yeah. You know what I mean? That
or like 8 rows of just your picture. You got to post like, I don't know, picture of your vinyl, picture of you doing other things. Just switch it up. And it's very important for DJs to tell other DJs to do that. Like, yo, your page is becoming it's just you in it in every picture, or you're in the airport in like 8 pics in a row. Tell another DJ, like, we should be motivating each other and helping each other, not bashing each other on Facebook and saying, yo, I just saw this DJ and he has like 8 pictures in the airport. Like, why?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, no, I don't bash anyone, and I let everyone do their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is noticeable, and that shit is
yeah.
like, there's a lot of stuff that's noticeable in the game that, like, needs to change. Like, there's people out there that are complaining about the problem, and they're the fucking problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they need to realize that they're adding fuel to the fire with the problem, what's going on in nightlife, what's going on in the DJ world.
There's also another problem I wanted to bring up with trading bookings. And so trading booking another DJ from another country and doing that consistently to get that international booking. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And not even doing it for your talent or anything. They just keep booking you because they're expecting something from you.
Yeah.
And that's really pissing me off now, because it's affecting me and other guys now, because I'll hit that guy up again, the international guy, and then he'll be like, wait, but this guy brought me out to New York. Can you bring me out to New York? You do a lot of New York bookings. And I'm like, I don't really do that, but I'll try. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But it messes up the game, man. You got to switch it up. I understand, like, some DJs need to do that to get their name out a little more. But when you consistently do that over and over and over, it's not going to last a long time.
No, I get it.
Like,
it has a lot to do with the saturation of DJs also. I mean, what used to be like a handful of good DJs in New York that were working, now there's thousands of DJs, and they're all fighting over the same $400 bookings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the whole trick is to just try to be different. That's very vague.
No, you got to pick a lane. You have to pick a lane.
You got to be different. You got to put out material for people to know you. You got to put out mix shows. You got to put out edits, remixes, photo shoots, material, man. And just stop making fun of it and do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you'll get bookings, and you'll get your name out.
You got to do, I mean, in anything that, like, I remember when you were on the show the last time and the amount of work that you put in going into forums, putting your edits out there, getting feedback, working hard to get that recognized, which helped you make a name for yourself, right? So you always have to put in the work.
Always.
It seems like it's even more now as a DJ.
Oh yeah, it's
as a DJ
10 times more.
I want to take this question. Boris Beltran, all right, he asks, what is your professional take on buying followers when you see a page that clearly has 10,000 followers, but they get 43 likes and no engagement?
It's back and forth, because in the beginning of Instagram, I used to buy likes. You know what I'm saying? But as you grow and as you see that it really doesn't matter for you as a person or as an artist, it didn't work for me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I like getting the real likes, and so that it looks real, because a lot of people know you're
Oh,
bullshit.
now
now
they
it's
know.
very easy.
Now it's
Yeah.
easy. Like when
You
you see
see-
somebody with 40,000 followers
They
and
got 25
100
likes.
likes,
But
you know, it's
a lot
something's
of
up.
these guys that are doing it, I see are like DJs for big artists, or they make a lot of money in the club. So I guess they need to live up to that image, and I understand. So I'll leave them alone. Like, they got to that spot somehow without buying stuff, so I'll leave them alone. But on the other hand, for guys that are coming up and doing that, it's just stupid. Like, you know what I do? Here's my trick to get likes. I buy promotion, and I put a lot of money into my Facebook and Instagram promotion. I'll put $200, $300 on a picture if I need it to get out there, and that's how you get it out there. Like,
What about engagement? Are you like people are leaving comments? Are you in there talking?
Yeah, that's
because
very
that
important.
opens up portals. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can get followers from that.
that's very important to do nowadays. There's services that you actually pay for that'll comment on your stuff, comment from your page, like on other people's, pages and stuff, and make you look good. But you need to be doing that yourself. Going on other DJs' pages, engaging, and so that they come back to your page, add you, engage back, and that's how you build a following online.
Do you feel that you get your money's worth when you're doing a promotion behind a Facebook or Instagram
In the
ad?
beginning, no, because you're still building.
Yep.
But now that I have a lot of real followers, when you do the engagement, it goes out to a lot more people. So now it's
So
coming back.
it goes out to a lot more people that are already following you, or does it go out to more people that are not following
Following you and their followers. So that's the big trick.
you? Yeah.
So you're in tune with the scene and all the up and coming DJs. So who's that up and coming DJ right now that you feel is coming up?
I love Finest. Finest is dope.
Yeah,
Like
we had him on.
I was gonna say Marty Rock. He's been in the scene for a minute, man. Like, people need to help him out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's a hustler. I love that kid. But
Marty Finest, Jersey.
Yeah. There's a lot. And they're hustling, but not a lot of people are giving them a chance, especially in New York City. Like, shout out to Jason Experience. Like, he's given a lot of these young guys a chance.
Yeah.
But no one else will. Like, they don't care. No one else will.
Yeah.
You think it's more? You think it's all about image in these clubs, like to DJ at One Oak, to DJ at Up and Down, and all like these high-profile places. You think it's more about image than talent?
Yes and no. I think it's image and relationships.
Gotcha.
It's the relationships that actually get you through the door. And then it's the image when you're standing up there and DJing. That's it. Like, you need to go out and politic.
Yeah, you got to have a mouthpiece.
Yeah. And if you don't know how to talk in a nightclub to people, you're done. Just quit. Like, go make records, like go
Talk
make
meaning
originals.
on a microphone or just talking
talk to
talk
people. Yeah. That's what I've learned a lot. I was that quiet kid in the corner. And I was like, I'm going to keep getting this booking because someone else is getting me. And then it just stopped. And I'm like, why did this stop? And there's like, well, you're not close with the manager, so he wants to book someone else now. I'm like, wow. But that comes with time. That comes with learning. So now I open my mouth more.
Is there anybody you're helping out? Anybody you're putting on? Anybody you call like, hey, I have an opening slot for you? Is there anybody?
It's tough locally because these clubs won't open up to. I'm still new in the New York scene, still trying to, get that. But I see a lot of the other guys putting on openers and stuff, and hopefully they're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're paying them, because I see a lot of it just I'll put you on DJ for free and just doesn't show them love. But a lot of the times I see them shout out that opening DJ, he's on with me tonight. But I talk to a lot of the upcoming guys, this kid Mark Anthony, talks to me a lot, and I give him a lot of advice. And I've learned over the years, I love that. That humbles me when a new guy asks me questions, and it makes me think sometimes, wait, I should be doing this too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, should I be talking to this guy, this guy? I'm like, wait, I should be talking to this guy too. And he reminds me a lot of like what I should be doing, and we try to help each other. And
Yeah.
I encourage more DJs to hit me up and ask me questions, and I'm open to talk.
Yeah, I mean,
know?
you wanna help people out,
Of course. Yeah.
because what you give is what you get,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you made a move over to Headliner Music site
Yeah.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
How did that all go down? Like, what was that? What was that like leaving Crooklyn Clan and going to Headliner Music? Was that a tough decision for you?
It actually was. It was a crazy decision. So shout out to Scissorhands, who owns Crooklyn Clan. Talked to me about a bunch of new stuff they were doing, big stuff.
Because you were there for a long
Yeah,
time.
and
Like,
I
you
was
started on Crooklyn Clan.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna be there like their main guy that they were gonna push, and I appreciated everything he did. Like I was ready, and then this offer came in from DJ 5, Eric Deluxe, and Scratchy from
Yep.
the West Coast, and they're big DJs who have a lot of big residencies and who are in the now.
They're in Vegas heavy.
Yeah. So they hit me up with actually, they asked me what my offer was to leave, Crooklyn Clan. And they accepted the offer like right away. And I was like, I had to think about it for like a month,
Are you a partner with Headliner Music? Like,
No.
Okay.
No. Just getting
So
paid.
it wasn't
by
that
them.
crazy of a deal.
It's a good deal.
Sometimes it's better to not be a partner.
Yeah,
right? You don't
yeah.
have to deal with all the logistics of running a business,
Yeah.
True.
and they're just paying you for your services.
But it was one of the best decisions I've ever made, because aside from Crooklyn Clan, they helped me a lot in my career, with advice, with lifting me up and encouraging me to do other stuff, and the Vegas residency I have is because of them. I thank them so much. That was one of my dreams to
play in
DJ in
Vegas,
Vegas,
yeah.
and there was one slot open, and they asked the music director if they could get a guy in from New York. So they tried me out, and they loved me, and now I'm back there all the time. And
so how often are you playing out in Vegas?
it's tough because they already have a lineup of who they book and who they have locked in, but every 3 months maybe. So it's good.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you'll go out there for like a weekend, or how does it work?
If I don't have anything else, I'll definitely stay to Politic.
Right.
But I'm there this Friday. So I got to go for one day, and then
Do you gamble at all?
I used to.
Yeah, because then it's tough to be in Vegas for a couple days.
Yeah, I used to, and then just gamble all my money that I made.
Yeah.
You don't want to do
Yeah.
that.
I've done that before, even getting on the
And
set.
I've heard stories from guys from like Atlantic City that used to have residencies, and then they just lost it because they were not making any money.
Oh. So
yeah.
there's another question. If there's one memory that sticks out with you since you started, what was it?
There's so many memories, man, but just traveling. I used to travel with this guy, Fallen Asses, as my hype man. And just traveling with someone is just totally different, man. Like, it's another experience.
He was just a MC? for you?
Yeah. So I was always afraid to talk on the mic.
Now you get down on the mic. Right?
Now I talk on the mic, but I was always afraid to get on the mic. So he looked like the LMFAO guys with the big hair. And he got on stage, so it worked in Asia. You know, they paid me more. So and he makes music, so I would play his song. We made a couple songs together. So we try to make it like a show. We called it the Dream Team Show. So man, so many good memories with him in Asia. Fucking crazy times, man. Like, I gotta get him on a show again. Like, it's been like 4 years now.
You should have brought him here.
Yeah, true.
So what are some of your favorite cities to visit? I mean, you've been traveling
In
everywhere.
the States, or
Just in general, like where you've been you travel all over the world. What are some places that really stick out for you?
definitely. I mean, Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo's
It's
amazing.
a special place in my heart. Hong Kong, it's crazy. Singapore, in the States, like Vegas, of of course. Atlantic City, I love. Chicago,
Yep.
I love. And Minneapolis, I was just there last week. It was cold.
What is your
But-
favorite nightclub to DJ in?
It's tough. There's a couple in Singapore, but I haven't been back in like 3-4 years. I'm going next week to Morocco. Theatro is just insane, man. Like, they put circus acts on stage with fire, and like they make it a show. And like I'm standing there and there's like fire right next to me. I'm like, but it's dope. Sound system on point, and it's just the experience, you know.
That's great, man.
So musically, I mean, you've made so many edits that so many DJs around the world play.
And you caught a lot of smoke for like just like adding the clap to a bunch of songs,
I
right?
catch a lot of smoke all the time. Even a cappella edits and like putting one song into another song, combining them, and calling it best of both worlds. And people are, you know,
What's crazy is that you added like an 8-bar clap intro and sold thousands of them.
because it works, you know. And a lot of DJs are like, "What are you doing?" But it stops the song from dying and then going back to the acapella. And I'm making it one good vibe,
Yeah,
like
but you could have made like,
continuously.
you probably made like 10, 15 of those a day.
Not really. I mean, if back in the EDM days when there was
Yeah.
a EDM
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
every week, yes. Now it's kind of slowed down, but
Yeah, there was a time where Calabria was in every remix out
yeah,
there.
right. Yeah.
I mean,
Calabria, Sweet
I
Dreams.
think you did the clap over Calabria too, right?
probably.
Push the
Yes.
Feeling
Yes.
was in every fucking remix. But you know, I'm sure that there's a lot of those records that are like timeless. Like a lot of them are just still being played today.
Yeah.
Stuff that came out 7-8 years ago
Yeah.
are still being played, and they're still getting a huge response.
Yeah.
Are you still playing some of your edits that you've done? You know,
Um,
some of the older ones.
Yeah, like the Chris Browns, the Pit Bulls, yeah, just the classics.
And they've-
Even today, I play some of mine, but I gotta make. I try to think of what the DJ needs, and I try to make that. And sometimes I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're setting aside time to still produce, and because you have a record out
I have a record
that
out.
everyone thinks is an edit, but
yeah,
it's actually
it's funny how everyone's like, "Yo, sick edit," and I'm like, "It's an
It's an
original."
original track.
Marty Rock just shouted out Reload.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
really.
course.
That's the
I play
famous
that.
clap one.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a great
I
one.
still play that one.
And I was telling you before, the DJ got us falling in love.
Yeah.
That's a huge one.
Yes, and then that one goes good with the Rihanna one right afterwards.
Yeah.
So you're putting aside time to make original production.
I try. I definitely try.
Are you one of those guys that are on the airplane with the computer open?
Nah. I'm trying to
Sleeping
sleep.
on the
I'm
flights.
trying to. I can't sleep, but I'm trying to sleep. I'm just always listening to music and trying to think of, I don't know, the next edit maybe, or just trying to enjoy music. I don't know.
So we have a question from Chris Canali. He said that you were saying that you were looking to invest in the future,
Yeah.
and would he be open to opening up a nightclub? And if so, what would be his criteria for hiring a DJ for the night?
I wouldn't open a nightclub. It's just too much stress. But if I did, I mean, I'm a DJ, so I would look for someone who's out there, who could advertise, who could, you know, who's not just a great DJ, but who socializes with everyone and could get people to the club, you know?
Yeah.
Because nowadays everyone can play everything. So no one comes to the nightclub anymore for a good DJ unless it's Afrojack or something, you know? In the open format world,
Yeah. They don't give a fuck.
yeah, they're coming to spend money or celebrating their birthday. And
They're coming to get a good look.
yeah, like I've heard so
They're
many
coming
DJs.
to get a good story on Instagram.
That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
They want to come in the club just to post a story, and then they could go home. They're
Yeah.
done. They got into the club. They post their story. They're out.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their real life and they have their fake life on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm learning that too because I stopped drinking a little bit in the club, so I see everyone's drunkenness around me and the fakeness that's going on. And it's just a crazy world, man.
Yeah, I
in
know.
the nightclub. That nightlife scene, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you probably have to deal with a lot of people who just want to know you because you're BeatBreaker,
Yeah.
right? So you have to deal with that a lot.
Or just how they act around other people, I see too. It's just the other day, like a DJ took like a snap of me and then just did it for that moment so that he thinks that I was in that snap, but then just deletes it. You know, like, because he just wants to take snaps with girls. And I'm just like, wow, you really like stoop to that level? It's like, that's the time we live in.
It's weird. Like, so I've been dabbling in the nightlife scene lately, and I can't DJ and be on my phone. I just can't do it. And I give people credit who can actually play music and then take the time out to be on Instagram.
It's tough. I try to bring like people with me.
And
to
I know
snap
it has
for
to
me.
be done. You know what I mean? I know it has to be done, but I still find it hard to like pay attention to like that side of the game. You know?
Yeah. If I go through a whole night and I just remember I didn't take a snap, like, damn it, I gotta look for like the right moment. Like everyone's hands are in the air, or people are gonna think that it sucked tonight. Like it sucks, but
Do you have anybody that does video work for you?
I don't specifically have someone.
We have
It's tough to
somebody for
find.
you.
It's tough to find that right person that could actually like travel with me. I have a photographer, Stefan Gold. He's also on 4 a.m. Amazing work with photography, but his strong suit is not video. You know, I understand that, but I want those photos. Like,
Marty Rock just called you a hunk.
oh, thanks.
So we want to get you up on the set.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming down for a second time
thanks
to
for
rock with
having
us
me,
at the
man.
Function House. You gonna play anything out of the ordinary tonight?
I have no clue. I'm gonna close my eyes and pick one song. I don't know.
All right, cool. Well, we're happy you're here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for coming down. We're gonna take a minute break, and we're gonna get BeatBreaker up on the set.
And also tune in on the website, thefunctionhouse.com/live, to get a full uninterrupted listen of DJ BeatBreaker live
Yeah,
from the Function House.
Because Facebook will probably shut us down, so it's
Like always.
thefunctionhouse.com/live. Peace.
Peace.